Peace to those who come also in peace and righteousness. The Slavic alchemical philosopher Gurdjieff speaks of 4 ways: the way of the fakir, the way of the monk, the way of the yogi, and the 4th way. The way of the fakir refers to total bodily control. The way of the monk refers to total emotional control. The way of the yogi is total mind control, and the 4th way is a combination of the first 3. In the religious life of most people who live here in the Western civilizations, it's the way of the monk that resonates most. It's the way of our religious practices. Christianity deals primarily with the emotional body, and we see our world and our spiritual evolution in the context of feeling close to God and feeling the love of God and demonstrating that love to those around us. We see our pain and our heartaches as trials and tribulations, as ways by which God tests our souls and purifies us on the crucible of experience. A monk dedicates himself to the glorification of God and the mortification of the body. Since all is contained within the Bible, intellectual pursuit in other areas is discouraged, and prayer and dedicated reading are the methods by which an individual may come to know God. God is in heaven above, the devil is in hell, and the battle for souls is the cause for all horror on earth. Even as religious traditions give way to new understandings of eternal truths, many seekers retain aspects of their original faith. From those who come from Christianity, the way of the monk has been the path of their own personal experience. Surging past traditional understandings of Bible-based Christian devotion, these individuals are Gnostic in nature, seeking God within rather than without, and filled with the desire to distill the essence of goodness from divine experience, resulting in a holistic philosophy of love, light, and oneness, surrounding themselves with positive energy and sending out this energy to others or to the world in general. This emanation of love radiates out into the environment much like the sun and its rays, affecting all around it. Or, if this energy is sent to a particular person, it invades or pervades their emotional and mental space, augmenting whatever personal and external energetic sources might be affecting them also in that moment. I've spoken in the past in great detail regarding energy propagation and siphoning. What I didn't speak of is that it's not just other people that siphon energy from us. In the Don Juan series by Carlos Castaneda, the Mexican sorcerer speaks in horrendous detail regarding the depredations of the predator's mind, the subjugation of human awareness and potential to the will and needs of higher density entities. There's also the possibility of energy siphoning by earthbound spirits that accompany people upon their daily journeys. In the book of Matthew, for instance, Jesus cast many demons out of a man called Legion, and they retreated into pigs, who then drowned themselves in the sea. Stories of spirit possessions and poltergeists abound in the modern day. There seems to be little doubt that something beyond the ken of modern thought, scientific thought, quite strange and perhaps malevolent, is going on all around and within each of us as well. The requirements of our daily lives are often enough to leave us breathless by nightfall, and yet there are other, higher or lower demands upon our energy quotients. Channeling, Ouija boards, prayer, and meditative states open conduits to these higher and lower influences, and, unless great care is taken, can lead to negative consequences in the lives of the unwary. Releasing energy haphazardly or without defined purposes is, then, a dangerous proposition, considering the nature of creation and the existence of predators, be they human, ethereal, or otherwise. Keep in mind that we ourselves as humans are predators, and that the law of karma pervades the lower levels of consciousness. In the garden, the serpent slyly tricked Adam and Eve into eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, not the tree of the knowledge of good. By concentrating only upon the good, then we minimize God and ignore a full half of the dichotomous spectrum, opening up ourselves and our lives to the depredations of evil in the forms of emotions, other people, and events that combine to teach us exactly what we need to know in order to integrate that dark and light, rather than focusing upon one to the detriment of the other. Filling oneself with love, ignoring the hate, non-reaction to negativity, or forgiving without regard for propriety, or even selling the free will of others by sending them unrequested energy, all can have unintended and possibly calamitous repercussions. We each choose a path, and those who choose a path out of the light do so of their own free will. And it's right and good that they do so, given the dichotomous nature of material incarnation. All possible permutations must find expression. The balance of energies must be maintained, even if they shift in favor of one side over the other at times. This cyclic and spiraling resonance also is necessary. Since all is one, all of this talk of predators can be seen as an expression of psycho-spiritual dramas that we work out through deep conscious interactions within the span of lifetimes lived simultaneously, outside of time and space, i.e. perceptual dimensionality, as we each are reflections of the infinite and eternal I. All that is without is an expression of what is within. Practically speaking, our lives are the lessons we learn, and we work them out in the context of greater forces. The personal dramas in our lives can be seen as the expression of dramas originating in higher densities of conscious awareness, or in more metaphoric, mythological terms, the war between God and Lucifer is ongoing and works itself out in each and every one of our lives, God being the multiverse and Lucifer being humanity. The return of consciousness from material incarnation to etheric oneness being the goal as we, our collective soul group, climb the branches of the tree of life. As above, so below. If we as a human family feel justified in utilizing minerals, plants, and animals as we will because our intellect and capacities place us at a level we perceive to be higher than theirs, then what is to prevent entities whose intellect and capacities place them at a level that is higher than ours from utilizing us in a similar fashion? As food, seeing us as energetic or material resources and sustenance. And if such were the case, then what types of strategies would these predators use in order to capture, corral, or confuse their prey? How would these strategies appear to us, and what would be the signs of their success or failure? Energy is a precious commodity. Our life force, our chi, kundalini, the very engine of our evolution. The discerning factor is whether or not we live a life of conscious intent or a life of unconscious ignorance, and this is the choice we make regarding the seeking after knowledge for the purpose of gaining wisdom. In biblical terms, faith without works is dead. Believing without becoming that which is believed, living without practicing that which one knows is true. Wisdom strengthens us. Faith is demonstrated as knowledge based upon immutable natural and spiritual laws. As understanding is gained, the ability of others to define us lessens. The ability of others to siphon our energy is reduced. The ability of others to consume us as food ends. The coalescence of the three distinct ways under the holistic fourth way becomes the path less traveled, combining body, mind, and heart in holistic resonation to the final stages of material incarnation. Conserving and utilizing our energies in proportions exact to the needs of the moment indicates a gaining of wisdom and a consolidation of incarnational experience. Becoming cognizant of the energetic maelstrom within which we manifest experience is a necessary step in navigating it and finding our way through life's storms intact, ready to take on the next stage of our spiritual evolutionary development. Peace.